Hey everybody, today I'm going to be reviewing over my Universal Yums box I got from Russia, and it came with 8 different snacks, and in comparison to my first box from Thailand, there was one that I really did not like and I just couldn't even eat it. This particular box, I wouldn't say I loved all of them, but they were all, I was able to eat them all. There wasn't any that I was just like, there's just no way I can finish this. At the end, after I go through everything, I'll tell you out of all of them, on this ranking scorecard, they have you rank your favorite, your worst, and the weirdest. This particular one, I didn't really have any that I would consider as weird, but I did pick, I guess, the one that I thought was the most unique. And like I said, there wasn't one that I turned around and was like, ugh, yuck, I would never even take another bite of that one. But I did pick one that I would classify as my least favorite if I had to pick least favorite. And as of right this instant, I did not pick a favorite one. But as we go through these, by the end, I'll let you know which one that I would probably have chosen as my favorite. So I've got my book in front of me, and I'm just going to go in order through my book. First one in the book was the boiled milk and chocolate cake, crafted by Russia's most famous chocolatier. When I opened that one up, and the instant smell of it smelled just like Little Debbie's Swiss cake rolls, like Swiss rolls 100%. The texture of these were pretty much the same as that, but it was in the shape of like an actual cake. But to me, it had a slight espresso type taste to it. So it kind of reminded me of a tiramisu that wasn't cold or anything. It was just like a tiramisu that's in a pack. It was actually pretty good. I wouldn't say that it was bad at all. So, but yes, it reminded me of tiramisu. Next was the ripe pear milk chocolate, rich milk chocolate with ooey gooey pear filling. This was actually very unique. It had a very light taste of pear. It was kind of like, if you got like, I don't know if y'all ever had like Carmelos or the chocolate that has the caramel inside. The inside texture was kind of like that, but it was almost kind of like a jellied type. And it actually went very, very well with the chocolate. It wasn't overpowering. I think I tasted more of the chocolate than I actually tasted pear. I would actually say that that one was fairly good. Like, I definitely wouldn't complain on that one at all. If you like chocolate, you would like this one, regardless of if you like pears or not, because like I said, you could barely tell that it was pear flavored on the inside. The next one is the Sovietsky cheese potato chips made with absurdly addictive Russian cheese. Now, these pretty much, like, I could not really taste the cheese, but I guess if I had to compare them to something, they reminded me of the sour cream and chive or sour cream and onion Lay's, like your basic Lay's that comes in the green pack, the sour cream and onion or chives or whatever it is, or like the the cheddar cheese Lay's, excuse me. That is exactly what these tasted like. To me, they were nothing special. And, but I mean, I didn't dislike them. The next item is the white chocolate and hazelnut cream wafer, luscious hazelnut cream in a sugar cone shell. This one was really, really good. It reminded me of the Keebler vanilla sugar wafers. And that is honestly like the best way I can describe these. You don't really taste the hazelnut flavoring in it. And overall, I would say these are very good. The next one was the exotic fruit jellies, ripe mango, blackberry mint, and strawberry pepper. This one, like I had mentioned in my previous video, I only received the ripe mango and the black currant mint. Now, when I talked to my friend Gabrielle, when she got the box, she actually got all 3 samples. I was not that fortunate, so I did not get to try the strawberry pepper, which kind of glad I didn't, because that just doesn't sound like a good mix. But the black currant mint, it definitely was minty. You could definitely taste the minty taste to them, and they are extremely chewy. When it says they're jellies, they're jellies. They have a chewier texture than just regular gummy bears. The mango one was very, very good, and it had a great mango flavor. It wasn't overpowering mango, but it wasn't so light that you couldn't tell that it was mango. So it was all in all a very good mango flavored one. I would say that those jellies surprisingly were fairly good. The next one is the coconut and white chocolate hazelnut balls, a creamy nutty luxury. They were very good. You could definitely taste the white chocolate portion. On the first one I tried, I did not get that big of a coconut taste, but the second one I had, because I had received 2 in my pack, the second one was like extremely coconutty. The hazelnut, even though there was kind of a chunk of hazelnut in it, kind of like in the Ferrero Rochers, I couldn't really taste the hazelnut in it at all. I tasted more of the coconut and the second go around. The first go around, it was like overpowering white chocolate. So I'm not real sure what the distinction between those 2 were, but definitely has a coconut flavor, definitely has a white chocolate flavor. Very hard to find hazelnut in it, but it is there and it is good. The next one is the Bolette Mushroom Bread Bites Taste Rush's award-winning wild mushrooms. They definitely taste like mushrooms. They do have the same flavor as mushrooms do. It's not a bad thing. They almost have a unique flavor. It's different when you're eating it in bread form, like a crouton, because that's what they remind me of, is croutons. But I don't know, it's kind of like literally eating a crunchy mushroom, that, not like a mushroom that's dried out, but like literally a crunchy mushroom. But all in all, I actually think those were really, really good. And then the last item was the Nuts and Milk Chocolate Wafer, Russia's softest, nuttiest, cakiest wafer. This one actually, from the people that sent it out, they stated that this is probably people's favorite, their top choice. It honestly reminded me of a Nutty Buddy bar. Like literally, that's exactly what it was. The texture had the wafer textures. Now, I believe it had peanuts and hazelnut in it. Definitely could not taste the hazelnut. It legitly was like Russia's version of America's Nutty Buddy bar. So all in all, this box was actually really, really good. Like I said, there was none that I literally turned my nose up to and said I was not going to try that one ever again. If I had to pick my weirdest one out of here, I think it would probably be the jellies. Not particularly because of their flavors. I like the mango one. I like the blackcurrant mint one. It was just the texture. Like when I said it was chewy and jelly-like, it literally was chewy and jelly-like. Completely different texture from gummy bears or gummy worms or any kind of gummy candy I've had before. So on the weirdness level, definitely that one. Worst one, like I said, there wasn't any that I just completely didn't like, but if I had to pick my least favorite one, I would probably go with the chips, which were the cheese potato chips. And the reason I would go with those is because they reminded me so much of Lay's. There was nothing that was really special that stood out about those. And if I had to pick a favorite, there were so many I liked. I liked the boiled milk and chocolate cake. I liked the cream wafers. I liked the pear milk chocolate. I liked the cake that tasted like the Nutty Buddy bar. But if I had to just absolutely pick my favorite, I would probably go with the white chocolate and hazelnut cream wafer, the luscious hazelnut cream, and a sugar cone shell. Because number one, love sugar cone shells, and number two, I love those Keebler vanilla sugar wafers. I could eat a whole pack of those just in one sitting. And those reminded me so much of that, even though it wasn't like the wafer texture, as you can tell from the picture. It reminded me of those. It tasted like those, and I really like those. So if I had to pick a favorite, I would have to just go with that one. So all in all, fantastic box. Cannot wait for my next box. I hope it's something great, to be honest. I hope it has more candy in it than cakes. Kind of hope it has more candy in it than chips. Cakes and candy are definitely the top things that I like in my boxes, but we shall see. So until next time, see you later.